At 0-0, Rocky wins a coin toss. Rocky serves first, and we're just underway here in Tampa, Florida. Russ, how do you see this match shaping up?
Well, I spoke to Rocky before the game. He has a lot of confidence. He has a lot of confidence in his new coach, Fran Davis. He's been mixing up his serves really well and keeping Kane off balance, and I think he knows that he can beat Kane. Now, whether that happens or not with a winning streak like Waselenchuk has is basically ridiculous to win 95 matches in a row. But Rocky is the former #1 player in the world in 07-08. He's a 5-time outdoor and current champion, 6-time national doubles champion. So Rocky knows how to play and knows how to win. It's just that Waselenchuk is on a ridiculous streak. And I see Rocky playing very similar to the way he played in San Diego, mixing up his serves and giving Kane a hard time. But I do predict that Kane Waselenchuk will win this match today, which is not really going out on a limb. But the bottom line is as good as Rocky's playing, I don't know about the chip on Kane's shoulder, but the last 2 tournaments, Rocky has given Kane fits, and I think Kane is probably going to readjust his game.
Kane with a high lob serve to Rocky's forehand. Rocky takes it off the back wall, jumps over that one with a nice flip of the wrist, and was going to be an avoidable hinder. Rocky kicks the ball as he's jumping up in the air, gives Kane his second point of this first game. You may remember a couple weeks ago in San Diego, Rocky started off the first game just absolutely on fire. I think he had a 7-2 or 7-3 lead. Kane found a way to come back, comes back and wins that game, thus the match. Had Kane not come back, he definitely would have lost that match, showing you some good, just the ability of Kane to stay in each and every game. And I think Kane maybe remembers that first game and doesn't want to give Rocky any breathing room. Do you think he's on a mission right here? Yes,
I do. And that game, Kane was up 9-3 that game, I believe. It might have been 9-4, but I think it was 9-3. Wound up winning that game, and Pablo keeps sticking 3 fingers in my face, so I guess it was 9-3. I think that's what he meant. And I think Kane knows that Rocky is more capable than he even thought, and is probably going to play even harder the first game to not give Rocky the confidence that he had the last 2 events.
Kane's going to come out and talk about it right off the bat. He's going to push the envelope early on. He knows he's not supposed to come out, but he's already wanted a couple different hinders that he's not gotten. Rocky plays through them. I think Kane is doing what Mitch Williams used to say, putting in an investment right now with the referee, knowing he didn't get that call, knowing he can't overturn that call. Maybe putting in a little investment for a call later down the road.
I think all the players do that, whether you're a pro player or just started your first tournament. You want that little edge. You want the referee to at least balance out the call.
0 serving 3. Rocky with a short serve there. Short serve in the backhand side. Rocky really picked up on that serve in Terre Haute, and it served him well. He's hitting it straight into Kane, catching the sidewall several times and changing the pace. Kind of hitting that chop suey Ruben Gonzalez-like serve down into the right-hand side. Second serve for Carson. A Z serve to Kane's backhand. Kane goes cross-court, catches the sidewall on the move, but comes up a little bit short. Oh, and a replay. Wow.
That's that investment.
Dividends paying off early in game number 1. And Rocky's going to come out and talk about it. Some of the spectators yelling, "What happened to no bad calls?" I was interviewing briefly Charlie Pratt for the crowd, and he said he's not going to make any bad calls. He's getting some heat right now.
John, I spoke to Rocky a few minutes before the match and asked him what he's going to do, and he says he's going to do the exact same thing he did in San Diego. He's going to mix up his drive serves. You're going to see very little of the Rocky Carson hard Z serve to Kane's forehand. So Rocky's going to probably stay in this part of the court, maybe move over a little to his left to adjust his drive serve, and he feels confident that way. He got a bad call there, Rocky.
Kane down the line is a nice shot. Back in the box.
So both players have put in investment time with referee Charlie Pratt. Kane starting out with that high lob to Rocky's forehand. Rocky has an answer, flat rolling out a pinch shot in the right-hand corner. Decent serve by Rocky. Better serve by Kane. It's a penalty hinder call by Charlie Pratt. Another good call by Charlie Pratt, but apparently the players don't think so. The penalty hinder is you cannot take an offensive opportunity away from your opponent. Rocky on the board at 1-3.
One serving three. Rocky with a drive serve center of the box. Into Kane's backhand, but it's short. Hello to Roger in Wisconsin. Roger, thanks for watching. Hey to Larry. Larry sent in an email. Been wondering how he was doing. Larry had a little bit of a hiccup in our promo codes. We actually have no promo codes right now. I promise I haven't forgot about you. Hope you're having a great, blessed Sunday. Good gift from Rocky? I guess so. Oh, nope.
I guess that was called 2 bounces by Charlie.
I think what Rocky was trying to do there is play coy, you know, act like he didn't get it, but not say he didn't get it. I think that's what he was telling Charlie Pratt, saying, hey, I didn't call 2 bounces on myself right there. Hello to Donald in South Carolina. I've actually had that happen to me in a tournament where a guy acted like he didn't get it. I stopped playing, but he did get it, and I looked like a fool.
Is that the only time you've ever looked like a fool on the court?
Second time. First was playing doubles with Pablo. True, we did make the final. There's a skip from Kane as Rocky pushes the ball deep back in the court.
Excellent serve by Rocky, excellent return of service by Kane, and a re-kill by Rocky. And an early fist pump by Rocky.
Hello to Don Chopere watching. Supposed to have an interview with his son Brad, but he kind of got stage fright right before we were supposed to go on and vanished. He's going to do an interview. Congratulations to young Brad Chopere, winning the boys 18 and under. And the scholarship provided by Glenn Carlson and the IRT Network. 3 serving 3, tied up 11 minutes into this match. 14 minutes past the hour of 12 o'clock here at the Harbor Island Athletic Club and Spa. Carson just off center from the service box with a drive serve into the backhand side. Catches the sideball and a skip ball. Kane wants a short serve call.
I think Rocky he wanted a hinder call on that, which is a mistake. You got to swing through the shot and then ask for the hinder, or raise your hand as you're doing it. Charlie Pratt doesn't agree.
I think Rocky was sure to jump extra high that time.
I don't think he has to jump too high because that ball wasn't more than 2 inches off the ground from the 35 feet to the front wall. Came with a chip on the shoulder backhand shot.
Dan Lavley over on court number 3 playing in the open semis. There's so many people in the open division. It's 12 o'clock on Sunday and they're in the semifinals. Kane leaves that one up. Rocky goes left side. Broken ball. Broken ball numero uno, says Pablo. So we get to see that whole rally done over. If you have questions or comments for myself, for Russ, for Pablo, email them, info@irtnetwork.com. We also, please send Pablo's in Spanish or Pig Latin.
Or if you have any more nicknames for Kane, aside from the Kane train and a few others that I'll mention, this will be the last day we'll be doing that. Next week we will be doing nicknames for Rocky Carson. So you have a whole week to prepare for those. You'll be do not email nicknames for Rocky do not text in emails for Rocky Carson this week. That will be next week. But Kane Waselenchuk nicknames you can do today. Some of the early favorites for the Kane train substitution is Insane Kane, Kanemania, the Caniac, Kane Demonian, No Kane No Gain, Kinetics, the Canadian, and Kane Kong. So we have room for a couple of more. If you have any that we can say on the air, aside from that young lady Linda who sent in a couple last night that we cannot say those on the air. Well, maybe we can. Are we like Howard Stern that we could get fined? We could get fined for something.
Yeah, we can't get fined, but
okay.
We do have a good loyal viewer base that I am not going to make angry as they already are. Rocky wants a hinder, but he went to the right side. The problem is Kane went to the left, and Rocky wasn't there. Kane gave the old head fake.
Both players really working the referee in this first game today. That shows you how important it is for both of these guys. Kane wants to keep his winning streak intact, and Rocky feels he's on the verge of making history. Actually, the person that does beat Kane may be noted more for beating Kane than their whole career, depending on who that person is.
It's very possible. 4 serving 6. Rocky down by 2 points now. We've also got the Kane racquetball racket giveaway going on. Actually, not a giveaway, an auction. It's for the racket that he's got in his hands right now. To email or to bid, all you got to do is email us, info@irtnetwork.com. And in the subject, put racket bid. Kane behind the back to the ceiling. Rocky on the backhand side with a nice splat shot, puts it down. So the racket that Kane has right now, plus a 2-year IRT Network subscription to the high bidder. Proceeds go to Hosperis of Louisville, Kentucky. Email your bid, info@irtnetwork.com. We're going to close that at the start of the second game. So this is the last few minutes that you can bid. The current bid is $400 by Tim Turner. Kane with a nice shot there. Buries it in the right corner. Again, the current bid is $400. This is the only, I can almost guarantee it. It's going to be the only racket that Kane gives away this year. It's not just a racket, but it's the racket that he's playing with right now. He'll autograph it. You also get a 2-year subscription to the IRT Network. It's over a $400 value. The proceeds go to charity. And all you got to do is email us, info@irtnetwork.com, to get a one-of-a-kind frame, one-of-a-kind deal, and help a one-of-a-kind charity.
And that racket is the ProCanex KM Crowning Moment 700 racket, 165 grams. 170 grams, sorry about that.
Eight serving 5. Kane in the center of the box. Wants to get in and out of this first game. There's a nice serve into the corner. Rocky down the line, though, with a nice shot. Winterton looks down at his paper, makes some notes. There's Carson with some nice control. Rocky Carson has a great ability to, as good as he is, I think just get Kane bored from not because he's not a good player, but because of his ability to just slow the pace down. It's unbelievable, really, and I think it's throwing Kane off of his game.
Rocky has that combination of power and finesse. He goes to the ceiling a lot. He has a real good power forehand, a good pinch with his backhand. So he has a complete game, and it's been brought out to the forefront with his new coach, Fran Davis, that he hired this year. Both players, Rocky Carson and Kane Waselenchuk, have arguably the two best coaches in the game in Kane Waselenchuk with Jim Winterton and Rocky Carson with Francine Davis, whose new book just came out, Championship Racquetball. Go pick it up at frandavisracquetball.com.
To bid on Kane's racket, lots of questions coming in. To bid on that racket, email info@irtnetwork.com with your bid. And also be sure that you put in the subject racket bid. Include your name and information so that we can contact you. Rocky now at 7-8, 1 point away from knotting this up. Drive serve, catches the sidewall. Kane cross court. Rocky's right there, flips it back to the right-hand side, and Kane goes to the ceiling. Set up for Rocky. Cross court and a nice shot and a fist pump, and it's tied up. 8 serving 8.
So far, a good game for Rocky Carson. He started off slow, down 3-0, fought his way back. They're going point for point now, 8-8.
Hello to Chris Conrad. Watching back in San Diego. Chris, one of the most important people in racquetball broadcasting. 8 serving 8. The new racket bid is $425 for Kane's racket. $425, and Worth Brown is the high bidder at $425. Again, when the 11th point is reached here, no, I'm sorry. Before the start of the second game is what we said, so you have a little bit of time, but before the serve of the second game, you have to have all bids in. There's a high lob serve. Rocky goes up top. Kane off the back wall and buries it. Nice shot. Again, if you'd like to bid, get your racket or get your bid in quickly at info@irtnetwork.com. The current high bid is $425. 10 serving 8. Want to say hello to, once again, all the great sponsors of this event. Natural Med, Core Engineering, PDS Systems, Perconti Data Systems. Thank you guys so much for your sponsorship of this event. Kane goes cross court. Rocky with a quick flip. Rocky is reacting to every good shot that he hits. He's really pumped up.
He wanted to have another stab at this first game, being down 10-8. Got fortunate with some quick hands on a good shot by Waselenchuk.
Kane cross court. Rocky's right there with a flip. Wow. Rocky's hitting that serve almost so that Kane can't go down the line. And even though he's making a good shot cross court, Rocky's getting in in position and returning that very well. very effective shot.
Excellent first game by both players. Sometimes it's a shame that one of them is going to lose the game.
Rocky catches that one now off the back wall for Kane. Jumps over that shot. On the run, no, can't get to it. Interesting that Kane is going cross court on almost every backhand shot. I'm trying to catch an angle of there's a timeout. I'm trying to catch an angle of it just to see if that's the direction, that's the only shot that he's got. So, once again, some questions about the racket because we're coming down. We've been talking about it since Friday of this week. The current racket price, the current racket bid is $425. You're bidding for charity. You win not a racket, but the racket that Kane has. So you get to win that specific racket. The current bid is $425, and the proceeds go to Hospice of Louisville, Kentucky. It's a hospice care program that has been very instrumental in helping out the Waselenchuk family. If you would like to bid at info@irtnetwork.com, and Tim Turner now has the high bid at $500.
Plus 2 years free subscription to the IRT network.
That's absolutely right. And if you're already a member of the IRT network, we'll add it on to your subscription. So Tim Turner is the current high bid. Again, all bids must be in before the first serve of the next match. And we will take the last bid and timestamp it. There's a couple people bidding back and forth. Antonio asking, is there anyone in the studio that thinks Rocky has it in him to beat Kane? Absolutely. Hello to Antonio, by the way, a Parkway West racquetball player. I think I met him at a clinic that Rocky and I did there in St. Louis. Rocky can absolutely beat Kane. He's already shown that he can beat Kane. The problem is that consistent part. Got to beat him 3 straight. Rocky's taken several games off of Kane this year. However, lifetime, what is Rocky lifetime against Kane?
Well, lifetime, it's almost amazing that the number 2 player in the world, Rocky, and former number 1 player in the world, is 1-32 against Kane Waselenchuk. Set up for Kane off the back wall. First game, Waselenchuk, 11-9.
Kane yells so loud he spits his gum out. Had a plan from Coach Winterton. Rocky comes out a little bummed. He came back, lost 11-9. Congratulations to Kane. In 25 minutes, he won the first game. Game number 2 coming up in just a moment. All right, welcome back to the IRT Network at 12:29. Getting ready for the start of the second game, and I've got a bid here I need to verify. Kane's getting ready to serve. 12:32. And the bids are done at 12:32. I'll take a look at the high bid. And we will let you know who that winner is.
Waselenchuk switching up his drive serve to Rocky's backhand. Forehand down the line to Rocky's backhand. Basic racquetball. Kane on the board. 1-0 first game. Second game after winning the first game 11-9. Kane drive serving again from the center of the court. Next week, 17th of March, we will be in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then the week after that, St. Louis, Missouri, with guest color commentator Sudsy Munchak, tournament director Shari Copeland.
So we have a high bid. Clint, I just emailed you for a little bit more information. If you would please email me back so we can get verification on that bid before we make the official announcement. There's a short serve. Got an email from a viewer, Russ, that says, Rocky's playing great, but looks to him like Kane has not been playing to the level he was earlier in the year, almost like he has lost some focus. Do you see that as the case?
No, I don't see that. Kane was a little injured. He had to drop out of an event about 4 or 5 weeks ago, had a stomach virus. So I think that stomach virus might have affected him just a little, but I think he's at 100% the last couple of weeks. I just think Rocky Carson has picked up his game, and when someone picks up their game, sometimes you play worse.
Rocky serving at 1-all. Kane goes cross court. Rocky's right there, comes up short. If I were Rocky, until Kane shows me otherwise, I would serve the ball down the line and take off running to the left-hand side.
Well, you can see how motivated Kane was is when he called a timeout at 10-9 first game, came back in, won the point, and as he was yelling in victory, he spit his gum out of his mouth. So I think he's motivated to win. I think he's going to be embarrassed when he loses. He's so used to winning 95 matches in a row. The last person to beat Kane Waselenchuk was Alvaro Beltran, the great #1 player from Mexico.
Kane's body language just a little bit different. You know, I'm not loving it right now.
Well, he's losing a little confidence because Rocky's playing so good. And Rocky played so good 2 weeks ago in San Diego, and he played so good 4 weeks ago in Indiana to take Kane to those 2 5-game tiebreaker wins, but he did win. So shows you how good he really is when he's maybe not playing that good, not feeling that well. Great serve by Rocky. That you can still win. That's a sign of a great player. Sometimes you got to win ugly, which Rocky does a lot, who wins ugly, or win when you're not playing your best game, or win when your opponent picks up his game.
Some new nicknames: Ordained Kane Campaign.
That's a little too long. It won't fit on a billboard.
I've already forgotten it. Kane, or Can't Nobody Beat Me. It's kind of funny.
It's not bad.
Hello to Kyle Veenstra signing up. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Good to have you on the network. Good get.
Two great gets by Waselenchuk. That's a penalty hinder. That's a.
I'm getting some messages from Sudsy saying that when you're just so dominant, it can feel like, you know, winning can almost make you complacent because that's what you're used to. And until that threat of losing happens, it's almost, you know, for lack of a better word, and this isn't his words, but it's almost boring at times. He also says that he can see that Rocky has really improved with the help of Fran. He's obviously now got a game plan that he hasn't had in the past. We're going to have a look at the head instant replay cam. You see Kane on the run going down the line. It was a great dive. And that is going to be an avoidable hinder every single time. Or Kane would have had the word pin written backwards on his back.
Since Sudsy's been texting in, you should ask Sudsy if he'd have taken that shot on the penalty hinder that Rocky held up.
Sudsy, would you have taken that shot on the penalty hinder that Rocky held up? I don't know. I'm going to say, yeah, he probably would take it. He would have rolled out something, maybe not the ball. As he served Kane. Hits the corner, but Rocky's right there. Kane goes wide. Rocky playing a little far forward, but still gets it. And then Kane down the line. Looked like it skipped. The skip was called. Kane trying to sell that one.
Good start by Rocky, especially after losing that first game 11-9. Gets him a little confidence. He's playing well. Like Sudsy said, he's sticking to his game plan, which he has the last several tournaments. And Rocky and Kane have met many times this year in the finals. We have to check have put Pablo on the statistician thing of how many times they've met in the finals this year.
There's a nice gift from Rocky. Kane leaves that one way up. Now down the line on the right-hand side. Rocky goes cross court. Kane on his knees, tries to get it, wants a skip, not called. Rocky in the box. Don with a good one at 4 serving 3 says, how about Caneosaurus Rex? Larry sending in Kinetics. We got that one a couple days ago. Pretty good one.
Yes, we did. That's already on the list. And by the way, tomorrow on ESPN Sports Nation, there will be a survey, and you'll be able to email Sports Nation in on the Kane nicknames. Only kidding.
Can't touch this. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Spelled with Kane's name.
Was that sent in by Bobby Brown?
Clint, if you're listening, please do email. I want to confirm that bid. Clint, more than doubling the bid going to commercial for the racket. Just want to make sure that that is confirmed before we announce all the details.
Broken ball.
Broken ball, and Charlie's out of them in his bag of balls, so he's got to go to the tournament desk to get more.
Oh, Rocky. That's all? Kane wasn't in it. Kane dropped that corner.
Here's a good one sent in. The Canado. Canado, like in tornado. There's a Canado. I kind of like that one. However, I know the girl who sent that one in, and I'm just kidding.
I like that one.
Back to the action. Carson serving right down the line, short serve. Not able to get that serve past the women's tee box. Set it up, and let's do it again. 2-serve rule. Loving it. Absolutely love the change. Carson serving once again, second serve. Can he pull out the Kane second serve ace? That's a little chop serve cross court. Rocky on the runs, got it down the line. Kane with a big setup, buries it. Just almost in the center of the front wall. Rocky has been in the final of the past several events. I'm being told that he's been in the finals at every Tier 1 this year in 2011 from Canoga through. I know it was Kane and Rocky in Canoga. It was Rocky and Jack in New York. Yeah, that's right. Terre Haute was Kane and Rocky. San Diego was Kane and Rocky. Rocky was in the finals in Tempe, Arizona. Barely. He almost lost to me and Anthony in the doubles match. Somehow pulled that victory out. 5 serving 4. Hi to our friends once again at Natural Med. Thanks a lot for sponsoring this great tournament. Kim Roy doing an absolutely wonderful job. She's a master of tournament direction. There's a skip on the right-hand side. Natural Med, Core Engineering, PDS. That's Sal Percani's group. 6 serving 4. 40 minutes old is this match. Hope everybody's awake from losing an hour of sleep. I'd like to find out whoever made that rule and punch him in the head. I need my sleep. There's a great shot from Kane on the left-hand side. Kane's really pulling away here, Russ. You know, not a good-looking moment right now for Rocky. Probably needs to take a timeout. Kane's very tough to come back against. He's up 7 serving 4.
Yeah, if Kane scores this point, Rocky will take a timeout.
Rocky cross court. Kane's right there. Rocky skips that shot. Kane is just on a roll right now. A virtual Canado. Does it work?
It works for me. I like that one.
I have some fans sitting around saying no to that call.
We'll take a fan survey in between games.
Caneosaurus Rex, that's one of my favorite ones so far. The Kane train is a tough one to beat. A timeout on the court. Kane Kong.
Pablo likes Kane Kong.
Carson and Kane here in the finals. Kane Waselenchuk won the first game 11-9 in an absolute thriller. He's up here 8-4, game number 2. As the music pumps through the arena, again, we want to thank all the tournament sponsors, including Core Engineering and Construction, PDS, Natural Med. Somebody was asking me about Natural Med earlier. You can find them online. Find out about Dr. Perkins, the different treatments, and all kinds of great testimonials at Natural Med Therapy's website, naturalmedtherapies.com. Want to say hi to Rex Lawler back in Terre Haute, Indiana, the String King. Been in the stringing business now for about 173 years. No, I'm just kidding. Been in the stringing business for over 40 years. The best in the business, Manny Rodriguez. Actually here stringing rackets all weekend, working his fingers to the bone. If I'm going to pay somebody to string my rackets, I'm going to pay Manny Rodriguez because nobody does it better. I think they wrote a song about Manny Rodriguez stringing rackets. Nobody does it better. Pablo, could you sing a little bit of that for us? Pablo says, no comprende.
Good timeout by Rocky. Looking to slow the Kane train down.
Genghis Kane, another one sent in.
Kane controlling the center of the court the last 3 or 4 points, pulling away to a 9-4 lead in game 2 after winning game 1, 11-9.
Hey to Mark in Florida, Mark Cody, and Pablo's favorite town of Bradenton. If you're going to get lost anywhere, get lost in Bradenton. Not sure that's a good slogan. 10 serving 4.
Not a good game for Rocky Carson. Very strong game for Waselenchuk. He looked a little looser that game after a real tight 11-9 victory in game 1.
All right, we ready? All right. Hey, I'm Rocky Carson. Oh. Today I'd like to tell you about the demo program. At Racquetball Warehouse demo program. All right, you can demo up to 4 rackets for 1 week, $20. We have every new racket in stock. Check it out, especially the head blackjack. It's what Rocky Carson uses. Rocky Carson on the court. Rocky Carson uses a blackjack. What do I want to say?
See you next time.
All right, see you next time. I can do that.
Yeah, we'll see you on the court real soon.
See you on the court. Check it. Direct it.
I might have to give him
That's a pretty good
props for that one, mainly because of his donation to charity.
Kane Evil is a
But I
pretty
do
good
like
one.
that. I will put that on the list of the top 10.
That is definitely a good one. All right, so the nicknames are done. Clint sneaks in, and Clint, once again, thank you so much for that great bid of $900 for the racket that Kane has in his hands right now, and a 2-year subscription. I will get with you here shortly to tell you how we can get that racket to you.
Kane drive serving from the center of the court.
Kane down the line. Rocky screen out just a little bit over on the right-hand side. Wants a replay.
Apologize for hitting Kane with the ball.
Hello to Romont Harris. Thank you so much. Send in a few of the ones we have already. The Kane Kong is a pretty good one that he sent in. I like that one. Kane Quake. Kane Nami. Little time sensitive on that one probably, but some good ones nonetheless. Rocky up top. Kane's going to shoot this backhand 30 feet, goes wide. Rocky, swing and a miss. Strike one in game number 3 for Rocky Carson. High lob serve, Nick lob, Rocky's forehand. Rocky comes up with splinters on that one as he pounds the ball into the hardwood in the service box. Got to hit the front wall first. Those are the rules in racquetball. Rocky should know that.
Rocky's climbing a mountain right now. It's real tough to beat Kane Waselenchuk at any time, but being down 0-2.
Wow, look at those hands. That's Matrix-like right there as Kane running one direction, flips his racket without even looking. I mean, it's like a no-look flip flat rollout. I don't even know what I just said. It's a great shot, though.
And he actually took a look at his coach, Jim Winton, after that shot, saying, Jim, you didn't teach me that.
Oh, double dribble. Rocky's got to win this game. Drive serve, center of the box, down the backhand side of Kane, short serve. Rocky just seems, from the first game to this game, very, very different, very off balance. Good serve to the forehand side, catches the sidewall. Kane, what a shot, 2 bounces.
Yeah, Rocky thought he called the 2 on Kane.
Rocky didn't think Kane got to that. We're going to take a look at it on the head instant replay cam. Three serving 0. We got the instant replay queued up. We'll see that whole rally coming back at us in just a moment on the head instant replay cam. Kane, center of the box, drive serve. Rocky goes cross court. Kane with a setup at the encroachment line, goes wide once again, misses the wide angle pass just slightly. Now on the runs, got that into the left corner. Rocky back to the right side. Front court action right here. Now Kane back to the back court. Rocky fights it off the back glass, can't get it. And Kane has really got the pressure down right now. Four serving 0. 52 minutes old. Kane, center of the box. Drive serve, left-hand side. Rocky splats that. Kane with a 2-bounce get. Tried to reach out there to get it. Almost did get it. Here's a replay of last time. There's Kane's get. Looked like he got it. Instead of slow-mo, that was super fast. Instant replay provided by Head on the Head instant replay cam. Rocky, center of the box, drive serving. Left-hand side, Kane cross court. Rocky's got that one, leaves it up just a little bit for Kane on the forehand side. Comes up short, inches from the front wall. Rocky's first point of the 3rd game. He's down 2 games to none. 11-9, 11-4. The scores of game 1 and 2 at the Florida Spring Break Pro-Am. The 2011 edition this year in Tampa at the Harbor Island Athletic Club and Spa. Carson with a drive serve once again. Kane wants a hinder, no hinder called. There's an avoidable. Anytime the guy's laying down in front of you in a racquetball match and you got to set up, it's going to be avoidable every single time.
We've had a few this match. I think that's the first one against Rocky, and I think 2 against Kane.
Looked like Rocky was trying to get up but kind of slipping. Probably hit a wet spot, spun out a little bit on his way, trying to bail out of the way. 4 serving 1. Kane with a high nick lob, just misses the nick. Goes right back to the other side. That's some good action from Kane, controlling that rally. Rips the ball right-hand side as Rocky was dashing to the left.
Yeah, he hid that shot well, John. Rocky thought he was going to go down the line at the last minute. He went cross court. Safe cross court shot. Rocky couldn't get to it.
Once again, thank you to Clint for bidding $900 for the racket that Kane has. The replay is going to be called, and Rocky's not going to like this. Listen to the crowd. Pablo makes me chuckle.
Kane with the quickest hands in the business taps that one in for a 6-1 lead in game 3.
6-1. Kane just keeping the pressure on with a drive serve over to Rocky's backhand off the back wall. Rocky with a nice shot. That ball sailed just a little bit. Not sure. Looked like Kane was going for the corner. Hit a little too far over. And Rocky puts it down. Got an email in asking about how Alvaro is doing off. We were talking about Alvaro being the last person to take a match off of Kane, which was 95 matches ago. Seems like an eternity. Alvaro has had surgery. He's in rehab, and we're told that he's going to be back at 100% on tour. And the upcoming season, can't wait to see him back on the court. Two serving 6. Rocky's got to make a run right here. He cannot lose this game. Losing this game is losing the match. We'll give Kane his 96th win. Wonder when the 100th. Let's take a look at the schedule.
It'll be in Salt Lake City, Utah next week.
It would be.
If he wins the finals.
If he wins the finals there. He'll hit the century mark and wins. Kane spins out of the way. Rocky puts that one down. Nice shot.
Kane with the circus shot on the return to serve that people just seem to think is routine.
Rocky down the left hand or the right hand side rather. Hello to John asking about high definition and do we have plans? Yes, we do have plans. The problem with broadcasting streaming in HD isn't just the site location, which the internet speed has to be very, very fast. This site actually would not hold a high definition broadcast, but also the broadcast at the people's homes. Next year, though, we're going to experiment with broadcasting in HD and standard definition. We're working on that now. Hopefully it will become a reality. Rocky overswings right there. Kane goes cross court. And Rocky, way off balance, skips that ball. Seven serving 4. We're working on the instant archive, by the way. People asking about that. High Winds Information Systems is our CDN, and we had a little bit of a hiccup the other night, but very, very soon, maybe even after this event, we have to check back each time because every event they're working on it. But very, very soon, we will be broadcasting, and then instantly they'll be into the archives. So if you miss a match and you want to see it, you'll no longer have to wait a few days. We were told it was going to be ready now. Hopefully it'll be ready by the end of this event, but if not, we're going to be looking for it in Salt Lake. Instant archives would be absolutely amazing.
Speaking of the archives, I believe that Pablo will have the Dr. Bud Muehlheisen and Charlie Brumfeld interview in the archives maybe this week. An interview that you really want to see, especially with Charlie Brumfeld's predictions as to who he thinks are the 3 greatest players of all time. And if it's not in this week, you could call Pablo at his home. John will give you Pablo's home number.
801-925. Pablo looks at me like, what are you doing? 8 serving 4. Got a great match going on here. 11-9, 11-4. Kane won the first 2. He's up big here, 8 serving 4. Just plugging away. He's abandoned the drive serve altogether. Sticking with a high nick lob. Rocky runs to the right side. Kane goes to the left. Rocky is way off balance, having a hard time here, trying to put a run together. His body language says it all right now, 9 serving 4. Kane has really had to focus more this event than any other that I've seen on the control. You know, he's controlled power, but a lot more on control, just like right there, than he's had, you know, blasting ball after ball after ball. And just like that, Kane is up 10 serving 4. 1 hour old is this match. exactly 1 hour old.
After a good first game by both players, Kane just showed he had an answer for Rocky's change of game.
And
But
Rocky goes bottom board on that one. I think that was I'm going to swing for the fences and see what happens. He got fortunate right there, 4 serving 10. Rocky can win this game. He is completely capable of winning this game. But he has got to do it right now. He's got to hit the gas and not look back. Goes right side. There's a nice touch shot. Good hustle from Kane. Rocky with a big forehand setup and goes over to the left-hand side. Immediately after this match, we'll have the Pro Pin HD play of the match, brought to you by Russ Menino and Pro Pin HD.
Plus player interviews, right?
Plus the player interviews right after that.
And where will we be next week, John Scott?
Next week, we'll be at the Mana V Salt Lake City Pro-Am. Mana V, the title sponsor. I'm actually drinking an energy drink of them from them right now. Kane takes a timeout. www.manavie.com. That's MONAVIE.com. They got an energy drink that actually I'm kind of digging. I like it. Timeout on the court. Once again, want to say thanks to Kim Roy for putting on one of the best tier 1s of the year. She does a great job. It's absolutely amazing the ability that she has to pull off these events. 5 locations this time. Moving it up from Sarasota. Somebody emailing in, why does Pablo not like Bradenton? It's not that he doesn't like Bradenton. He was just lost there one time for about 3.5 hours trying to find Sarasota. It's a town of about 500 people, and he was lost there for hours. He said the street signs were in English, and he couldn't understand them. He was looking for Spanish street signs. Jason wanting to know when we're going to be streaming, available to iPads very, very soon. Very, very soon, actually. Chris Conrad, the genius of the internet phase and computers, has been working on that project, hopefully before the start of next season. Back to the action, opportunity for the match. Kane drive serves down the line. Rocky goes wide. Kane's right there, catches the side wall. Rocky down the right-hand side. And a replay call. 10 serving 5. Interesting. Kane's coming out. He has been Nick lobbing. He's coming out now with a drive serve. Last one was straight in, left-hand side. Back down on the drive serve stance. See where he goes here. Probably the same exact serve to the backhand. Rocky leaves that one up. Oh, and Charlie Pratt calls it good. Rocky's not going to like that. Flat rollout for Kane Waselenchuk. A little anticlimactic, but look at Kane. He has won 96 straight matches. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Rocky says hi and thanks to the crowd, to everybody. Russ